Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we are, about 8 minutes before we start this race. Just going to do a little bit of preliminary stuff here before we get started. Let me see your car there, Jackson. As you can see currently, if you go on to www.lanesraceway.com, you can see our current points leader here in the Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series is Action Jackson, also known as Gold Dust. So by doing that, he's got a pink spoiler in the back that says number one in points. Now, this is in no way intended to make Jackson have to fight off a bunch of people trying to take that position, but at the same time, it's not necessarily not intended for that purpose. So if people take advantage of that, they can do as they want, I guess. In this Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series here right now, currently, 2 minute minimum lap time is required. Anything over or under that will get a breakout signature. So definitely don't go faster than 2 seconds. We're going to be getting underway here shortly. Like I said, chat's live on YouTube. And we have the racing soundtrack going on Epidemic Sound. So stay tuned with us. As soon as the racers are ready, we'll come back over the intercom and we'll be right back with you. Racers, are we ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back in the booth. We see 3, we see 6, we see 7. 7 people, here we go. All right, racers, watch your lights. Here we go, starting the first heat, round robin of 8 for the Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series here at Lanes Raceway, part of the Four Crowns. It is the Green Crown. Here we go. Right out of the gate, like I said, nobody can run a 2-second Ooh, Carson really, really close to it. Nobody can run a 2-second time or faster. If they do, they will break out. Everybody on the lead lap, it looks like 15, 16 laps, minute and 20 seconds left to go. We're looking at a 1.5 second delay when wrecks take place, but we're seeing a beautiful crowd of racing go on here right now. 19 to 23 is the difference, and all that, basically what we're seeing here is a perfect example of red, white, green, blue. So blue and orange kind of exchange there as Guillermo Sire is running impeccable close to the median there. And Nathaniel Burden there also a little bit out of kilter there with yellow lane. Nobody, of course, on black lane. But like I said, we're seeing that beautiful rainbow. This is the way it should look when people are equal. Because red lane should always be last on the first heat. White should be second. Green third. It should be orange after that. But we're seeing Carson there on purple. He's had a wreck, so that's exchanged him. Before that, it was pretty much in line other than orange. 51 seconds left to go. We got 32, 33, 29 for the rest of everybody else. What a beautiful race we got going on here. We almost get a full-blown J here, ladies and gentlemen. People are still rolling, and another one comes off. Glenn Burton just gassed it a little bit, trying to risk it to get in front of that car, and ended up causing him to come off too. But nonetheless, we got 3, 4, 5 racers out of the 7 off. This is going to be very beneficial for Garrett and for Jackson, that are the only 2 remaining left on the track here. They're going to be able to gain on a couple laps here in spots where they normally wouldn't be able to. But that's the type of close racing we're looking at here tonight in the Ohio Valley late model series here. Man, I'll tell you what, I love this series. This might be a mainstay here at Lanes Raceway for the foreseeable future, as this race here is very much intense. Don't let me let you guys forget here. As you can see, I'm kind of losing my mind too. Along with this hair, it just keeps getting longer and longer. I mean, man, I feel like a wise sage here now. 85 years old and growing. Anytime you want to come in and talk to us there on YouTube, we got chat live here. I got updates coming up on my screen right now. All right, it's back down. Nonetheless, we got good racing rolling here. Stay with us here for sure. As we go back to the big screen here to get a better view of our racers here rolling hard. We got 46 for the top 3 and 47 down to 41 for the remaining 4 racers. Carson there with an impeccable meeting of 2.09 seconds down there on purple. He is right there flirting with disaster, folks. And he has done quite a well job. As we head over here to the track mate, we can see 55 total laps turned there on orange, 55 total laps turned there on yellow for Nathaniel, as both these guys are tied up. For a battle for third, we got Glenn Bird and Carson Ross, 54-54. For fifth down, we got 49, 48, 47. So from top to bottom, it's less than 10 laps after the first heat here, folks. We got some nice close racing here. And take you back here to the oval and let you guys watch these guys work hard and diligently while I take a small break and grab me something to drink. Be right back with you. All right, folks, 5 seconds left to go. I hope you're as hyped as I am because I'm biting at the bit to see these guys just hold it in there all the way to the end. I want to see every single racer on the lead lap by the end of this. 4 red lights drop out to green. We're going back racing. We're going to head on over to the big track yet again. The main view for tonight. Big track living. Guillermo Sire in the lead, 57 laps. Man, Carson is really flirting with disaster. His fastest lap, 2.051. He is right there on the breakout, folks. What a median he is pushing here, too, at a 2.07. If he can just keep his car on, he's going to be making miracles happen. Enjoying myself an icy here at Lanes Raceway. Strawberry and heat. That grinding noise, that's that happening. Carson just breaking out 1.992. So that right there just cost him a lap. Nonetheless, he's been flirting with disaster this whole time. It was bound to happen. He was bound to have one of those really nice runs. Top 3 people, 71, 71, 71. And wow, folks, I'm back. I didn't want y'all to hear the grinding of the ice, but man, we have another full spiel here as we see several cars off. One of them actually in the center of the field here. It looks to be Glenn Burden there as we move the symbol there to see it. Nonetheless, they're going to be starting back at the start-finish line. This is very good news for Nathaniel Burden, Jackson Darty yet again, and Guillermo Sire, as they were not involved in that incident. Folks, while they're getting these cars put back on, let me show you this. That's icy, baby. That's strawberry and peaches here at Lanes Raceway. I'm on a sugar rush, boys. Woo! I've had several of sugary drinks today just to stay awake. A little bit of a tickle in my throat even. I'm surprised I'm able to still talk as old as I am. I'm like 85 years old, folks. Don't forget, come save me, October the 28th, this coming Saturday at Blast from the Past celebration here at Lanes Raceway. 81, 81, 81, top 3, 82, 82, 82. They're all there neck and neck. Carson there right behind them on black, turning 81 laps. And he's got the most impressive median out of all of them, a 2.07. But Glenn Burden, he's showing smoke too with a 2.08. He's right there flirting with disaster too. I gotta fix that. 1 second, folks. Be right back with you. All right, I had to fix the orange track. It was IndyCar, and we had a guy kept breaking out over there with the wing car. Nonetheless, we're back racing. We got a cluster still going here. 102 is the lead there. Glenn Burden showing how to run her down low, showing how to keep that best lap. After having such a horrible defeat there on orange, he says, you know what, I'm coming back for the victory here on the Ohio Valley Dirt Late model, and he is putting on a show, folks. He's definitely a good front runner on the Ohio Valley Dirt Late model. What a coast he had there towards the end too. So we head over there to the track mate. We can see just how well Glenn did there on Purple Lane, turning 57 total laps. Carson turning 54 and 55, of course, having a couple breakouts there, but he's still holding down third place. 55-55, Nathaniel Burden, 1 lap down from Glenn Burden. Guillermo Sire there, a 53 and a 55 at 108. Top from 4th up is still anybody's ball game here. Garrett there, just a little bit down off pace from the other guys, but he's just been running the mid to upper lanes there, 49 and a 52. Like I said, it's still anybody's ball game here as we continue on here. Of course, Jackson and Jay running those upper lanes. Take you guys back over here to the oval. I'm going to enjoy some of this icy. Ten seconds before we go back green racing, folks. Tell you what, this icy is one of the best. Enjoying it. Here we go. Setting low, 4 red lights, turning into a green. Here we go. Glenn Burton, your leader, down on black, where he likes to be. He loves the black lane. Already turning an impressive medium, but he breaks out on a lap there. He's got to slow her down a little bit. He's going to lose a lap. As Carson Ross takes over second position, turning an impressive all day long lower down lane medians. Nathaniel Burton there in third place. We've seen him win the past 2 races. Can he make it a third? We're talking 3 laps different between first and fourth. We got neck-to-neck battles as we see another wreck ensue. Hard hits. People still rolling. Only people to stay alive. Jackson, Garrett, and Glenn Burton. Oh, wait a minute. We got a couple down there on Dead Man's Corner, too, on white and red. That would be Guillermo Sire and Nathaniel Burton. Everybody else, they wrecked. Hardcore wrecking. Carson and Jay getting involved in a little bit of altercations. Now, I know that Jackson, also known as Goldust, he polished himself some axles last night on his. We'll see how that works out for him today. You see Carson moving to third position there, 132 laps. Guillermo Sire also 132, 133. Guillermo, getting involved in another incident here as we see 3, 4, I don't know how many people. A nice coast there off the white lane for Nathaniel Burton, though. The old hard hits that never quits. We see both Glenn Burton and Guillermo Sire there picking up the pieces of everybody's car. These babies are bound to be bent. Jackson survived yet another one. Down on black, Glenn Burton survived, and Guillermo Sire up on red survived. Nathaniel Burton on white. Jay Latham, not so lucky. Neither was Carson this time around. Glenn Burton looked to be taking care of Garrett Burton's car, bending the dog out of it. Must have really had a bad hit. I'll tell you what. You are a non-alcoholic mixologist over here with this icy. Delicious. What a sugar rush. Huh? Yeah, I love this breakout. I'm in here with Paul Woosley, folks. He says this thing is set about perfect, and I would have to agree. 49 seconds left to go. First through fifth are within 10 laps of each other. You got to love it. Another one off the grid on his lid outside of exit of Dead Man's Corner. We see Glenn Burton going around there to retrieve said car, get it put back on the track. This time, it was Carson. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been said a many a time, but Paul Woosley loves to race, and he has been enticed on the Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model. We're not even yet midway through the season. Plenty of racing yet to come, but I think he's turned over. He's wanting to get involved in this Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series with the breakout. What he's seeing, he's loving. He is peering through the glass over here. I wish you guys could see it. He is peering through the glass right now. I don't have any better word to use other than lusting over one of these beautiful Ohio Valley Dirt Late Models. As we head over to the track, mate, we can see just how great of a race this is blowing out to be. From first all the way down to fifth position, we're looking at a difference of right around 10 laps. 167 for first place, 162 for second and third, 159 for fourth, and 154 for fifth. Jackson and Jay, they're still up in them higher lanes there. Jay just now getting down in the medium lane there, 145, 144. They're still in the mix here. They just got to get down low and get some of those averages up. I'll leave you guys here with the O. You can watch these guys work on their car. I'll be right back with you. All right, looks like 15 seconds left to go. Had a little bit of a talk there with Paul Woosley. He's pondering, folks. That fish ain't bit yet, but he's really liking what he's seeing here in the Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series. And I know you guys like it too. I know I like it. So we head back. 4 red lights dropping out to green. We're going back racing, folks. Laps separate first through fifth. That's it, folks. First through third, we're only talking about maybe 4 laps difference between these two. This is a beautiful setup here. 2-second minimum lap time. The closer you can get to it without breaking out, the better. We see Glenn Burden there holding it down, 2.088 best lap. His median of 2.11, the best out there other than Garrett Burden right now, who is really impressing me with a 2.08 and a 2.027 best lap. He stands a chance here to start moving up the pack here, getting that close on the median there. Turning 21, 22 laps right now, respectively. And right there behind him, Jay Latham with the 2.11. Starting to see a lot of movement here in the Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series. As they get down low, as long as they don't break over and break out, they're good to go. These ices are the best around, folks. $2.50, that's it. You get a full cup full with spoon. These cups are like neon colored. Tell you what, it definitely hits a spot, and she doesn't skimp on the syrup. I'll tell you that right now. I might be up for the next 3 days off of sugar alone. 28 seconds left to go in this heat. Glenn Burden holding it out. He says, not today. I may have lost the orange track, but I'm getting first place here one of these races today. 215 to 209, 206, 205, 204. You see how close it is, folks. Jay Latham there, 195, 194, Jackson. Really, really impressive there, Garrett Burden. I don't see that you can do much better than what he did there, folks. An impressive median of 2.008 median. He was literally 8 thousandths or 2 thousandths. Well, I guess it would be 8 thousandths. 8 thousandths of a second from breaking out. Never broke out one time, ran a median like that. 58 laps. Maybe get 59. But that would be about it. He ran an exceptional black lane. You couldn't ask for a better black lane than that. But like we said, you know, we can see a difference here. 22 laps, 23 laps difference from first to last year. That's it. And we're already halfway through, and we're that tight. 55.8 is average for Glenn Burden, all the way down to 49.8. Might as well be 50. These guys are running impeccably close. I'll leave you guys here with the oval. We'll be right back with you. Go, folks. 4 red lights drop out to green. We're going back racing. And so far, if you've been sticking around watching this race, you know how tight of a race it has been. Very, very neck and neck. Glenn Burden out in the lead by just a few laps here. right at 5 or 6 laps difference between first and second. But everywhere else, man, I'm telling you, from first all the way down, we're looking at 20 laps difference maybe, from top to bottom. 141 left to go. We got several people fighting for third place here. We can see Garrett, Carson, and Nathaniel all just hanging in there on that third position. Jay Latham and Jackson, now we're going to start seeing their movements change a little bit as they are down low. We see Jay Latham running an impressive median of 2.08 right there on the limit. We'll see if he can get that 59 laps there on black. If he goes any faster than what he's going, folks, he will break out. So far, I think we've only had 2 breakouts here today, and it's been on Carson's race, as he was running quite low down there and caught a couple breakouts. But these guys are running impeccably. Nonetheless, I'm talking guys, all 8 racers, not yet wrecked, not even one time here. I hope not to jinx it, but man, they are running exceptionally well. Jay Latham is impressing me just like what Garrett did in the previous heat, here running 2.08 median, 2.023. Glenn Burden holding it down, baby, by 4 or 5 laps, and he's not giving an inch on this one. He's done got it set in his mind. He's going to be on that number 1 podium position here today. Look at the sternness in his eyes with that black and white cap as he watches that car go perfectly around. 17 seconds left to go. He's ripping, he's roaring. He's right next to Nathaniel Burden and Guillermo Sire. 10 seconds left to go. We have not yet had one wreck, but we just seen Jay Latham break out for the first time, folks. He might still get the 59, maybe, but it's not looking good. He got 57 because of a breakout. He would have probably hit the 59 if he didn't break out there, too. So Jay Latham there, 57 laps, just one different from Garrett, but he would have had it if it was if he didn't break out just one time. Man, we got some really close racing there done on black. Glenn Burden there, 56 laps on black, not too bad, a little bit above average. And like I said, 57, 56, 54, 54. These are the type of laps that we need to be seeing turned to be able to take home that victory. Guillermo Sire there in a very close second to Glenn Burden with 274. He needs to make up 3 laps to catch Glenn Burden. Now, he's coming down on his low lane, so it's possible, but he's going to have to really watch for the breakout. Nathaniel Burden, the same principle here. He's 267. As he comes down low, too, he's going to have to watch out for the breakout. Now, Garrett and Carson and, Jay, he's kind of all over the place here. And Jackson, he might have to wash out here every once in a while, but Garrett and Carson there, they need to go as hard as they can possibly go, be as fast as they possibly can, because the race is definitely going to be one up high, I believe, for those that can carry that extra bit of speed. Minute and 40 seconds left to go. We're going to leave you here with the oval, so you can watch these guys hard at work. Be back in about a minute and 30 seconds. All right, folks, 3 seconds before we start seeing those lights. Went out there, had a little bit of talk with the guys. They enjoy this series so much. I talked to them. I said, hey, we're going to have to start this baby yet again for the next series for sure. And they were all in agreement. They love it too. Past 2 heats, they told me, said that there was no wrecks to be had the last 2 heats. So that's what we love to see here. Glenn Burton's still your current leader by 2 laps, it shows. Nathaniel Burton and Guillermo Sire both nipping at the toes to try to get that. Garrett Burton on his way up trying to get some of that action too. Like I said, man, this is still anybody's ball game. Just a couple wrecks separates those from the win. 4 red lights drop out to green, and here we go. Focusing in there on white lane. We got a stalled car on black. Jackson just waiting on the track to get shut off as he pushes his car through. He may not make that mistake again, or then maybe again he might. As Jackson runs the black lane, running a 2.48. Black has been the lane that we've been mainly focusing on, as it's been the closest lane that people have been running so close to the breakout. Jackson here, of course, not anywhere near the breakout like the other guys have been, but he makes a nice, good brake move there as to not get knocked off the track. Quite a few double presses and triple presses of the button there. So it looks like Guillermo Sire and Nathaniel Burton, our previous winner, going back to the start-finish line. So I don't know whether or not they've been roughing Jackson up or what, but Jackson, our current Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series points leader, might be giving up the point lead tonight as he is towards the back here, 3/4 of the way through the race. Not having really that successful of a night here. 2.37 seconds is his average on black, and we've seen very, very, very close. Better than that. Nathaniel Burton's car not even taking off there. See if it takes off now. Looks like it did. All right, Nathaniel Burton there in 3rd place. Lost a couple laps there over that. Nonetheless, Guillermo Sire 2 laps ahead of Glenn Burton currently right now. As we get another yellow flag, and Jay Latham's out on the crook of the track there with the full-blown J there. The car that he's driving, orange and black. $299 Glenn Burton, $298 Guillermo Sire. Nathaniel Burton, $290. And Guillermo Sire taking over the lead there on purple, 312 laps to Glenn Burton's 312. Nathaniel Burton currently turning the best medium of 2.13 there on blue. Oh, as Nathaniel Burton gets pushed to the outside there, and we get a breakout on black lane for a rider. That rider was Jay Latham. 10 seconds left to go in this round robin heat, 6 of 8. Coming up next, around 7 o'clock time, Wing on the road. And that's a red flag rotation, ending heat 6. Let's take a look at Nathaniel Burton's 52 laps there on blue. Guillermo Sire, our current leader, 329 laps. Glenn Burden, 327. And third place, 319, Nathaniel Burden. Right there nipping on his toes, Garrett Burden, 315. Still got 2 heats left to go for there. We got a side-by-side battle going on between Carson and Jay, 309, 304 to Jackson down low. I'll leave you here with the oval. Watch these guys hard at work. Be right back with you. 20 seconds, and we'll be going back green racing. Just had a short talk there with Jackson and Carson as they rolled up here in the booth to give a little bit of their point of view. Talked about Carson breaking out there on black, him and Jay Latham sharing a little bit of camaraderie there. But Jackson, he's like, man, I'm in dead last. I'm not doing too well. And I just kind of told him, I said, you're just not pushing hard enough, are you? And he said, no, I'm not. Afraid I'll break out. I said, well, dude, you were 0.3 of a second off from breaking out, so just rock and roll. Go as hard as you can go because you got no choice now. So we'll see if he picks up the pace here and starts going as hard as he can go. But what I'm starting to notice is it's probably tire wear here as we look at Jackson's car swapping back and forth. Not as locked in as we would see with some of the newer tires that we're seeing on some of these guys' cars buying fresh meats. Nonetheless, down low, we got Guillermo Sire. He is running a 2.11 median, really holding it down as hard as he can to keep it up. Right above him on purple lane, Nathaniel Burden winning the past 2 Ohio Valley Dirt Lake Model Series races. He's currently in 3rd place right now. Both of them battling it out, as you can see here. Neither one of them giving an inch, and it looks like Nathaniel Burden making some aggressive moves on the outside there of Guillermo Sire. Each lap swap back and forth, but that car locked in so tight down there for Guillermo Sire that literally neither one of these guys are wrecking. Man, it's a beautiful thing to see how much faster you can be coming around Dead Man's Corner just from a little bit of extra speed to push. Both of these neck and neck, side by side. Like I said, neither one of them giving an inch. Coming up here getting a little bit of the mix there with Jackson, but they've done passed him by. Both of them side by side. Both these guys' cars locked in tow. This is something to see, folks. Round robin 7 or 8 is joining to be something here. Nathaniel Burden and Guillermo Sire fighting for their lives here. Neither one of these guys just giving an inch as they race side by side, bumping and banging body panels. Who's going to come out alive? I don't know. 15 seconds left to go, and not either one of these guys have given an inch. Beautiful, beautiful racing. Nathaniel making a great dive there as he comes back in front there in 3 wide with Jackson. 3 seconds left to go. No wrecks to be had yet again. That's the 3rd heat we've had here so far with no wrecks. Great racing. Great racing, Nathaniel and Guillermo. Wow. We head over here to the track, mate. We look at Guillermo and Nathaniel's racing 56 laps there for Guillermo on black. Nathaniel 56 laps on purple. Like I said, neither one of these guys gave it an inch. Incredible. One heat left to go, folks. I'm going to leave you over here with the oval. Watch these guys working hard, and I'll be right back with you. All right, folks, 5 seconds left to go before we go back racing. Let's hope we have another one like we did last one there. I'll tell you what, black and purple, Nathaniel and Guillermo, that's a clippable moment there, folks. That whole Heat 7 was exceptional between those two. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Such good racing. Intense, to say the very least. 153, we got 388 of Guillermo Sire. He's out in the lead right now by about 8 laps. Glenn Burden right there behind him, though, as he's going to go and try to make his push here. Nathaniel Burden there, 384. It's going to be a battle between father and son on this one. Nathaniel Burden, he's definitely going to have to try to push a little bit harder on that median to be able to catch a couple of those laps, but I think he might be able to do it and pull off a second place here tonight. Nathaniel Burden definitely has a beautifully well-rounded Ohio Valley Dirt late model here. Garrett Burden coming all the way up from the bottom, back up to the top as he catches a breakout there on red lane. Somebody riding his lane. But nonetheless, Garrett's showing impeccable talent here as he's made it all the way back up to the top here, now rolling on red lane. He's got the fend off Carson down low there, already turning 19 laps, did 17. But Carson showing impeccable amount of skill down low, running in those right at 2-second evens on black, only breaking out one time down low. Man, what a great race we've had here tonight. Jackson, of course, needing to push a little bit more tonight, not being able to do so. Jay being caught in quite a few wrecks tonight. But other than that, dude, that's what actually separated everything. It's just the wrecks and the sheer not pushing. But I think it's all going to start changing from here on out now that people know that that cushion of 2 seconds is not as easy to get past and break out as once noted. As we've only had 2 people here tonight, I believe Jay Latham and Carson, actually break out that 2-second down on black. So I think we got it set perfect here, folks. 2-second minimum lap time and only had 2 breakouts here. But I'll tell you what, Guillermo Sire has been keeping consistently medians down low. Nathaniel Burden also. And even speaking of that, Glenn Burden. So, I mean, exceptional race here. I can't give enough accolades to everybody here. There's just a lot of accolades to go around here. 23 seconds left to go, and we're looking at just, what, 6 to 8 laps difference between first and second place. Not to mention third place there, about 4 laps. This is the tight kind of racing we love to see here at Lanes Raceway. And Guillermo Sire here tonight fought valiantly as he takes home another win here in Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model, followed by Nathaniel Burden, our previous winner of last week's Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series race. What a great race he had as he came up there towards the end. 55 on average for Guillermo, 54.1 for Nathaniel, 53.5 for Glenn Burden. Round up your top 3. Guillermo, Nathaniel, and Glenn, if you don't mind, go to the podium for your pictures. All right, folks. It's Donnie here at Lanes Raceway. Thank you for stopping by for another beautiful, grand race here at Ohio Valley Dirt Late Model Series here at Lanes Raceway. We keep getting it closer. We keep getting it tighter. I keep getting older. Till next week. Stay tuned. Follow us here at Lanes Raceway. Like, subscribe, all that stuff if you liked what you've seen. Coming up next, we got the wing car on the road. But until then, God bless you, and thank you for tuning in.